Bonjour YouTube, bonjour, bienvenue les amis de YouTube, les amis de la VOD, bienvenue sur cette nouvelle VOD de Metal Gear Solid V, The Phantom Pain. J'espère que vous allez bien. Et aujourd'hui, eh ben on continue l'histoire, écoutez, qu'est-ce que vous voulez que je vous dise? On continue de Metal Gear quoi. Voilà, allons-y. Avec les 0 quêtes principales de lundi. Alors on a fait 0 quêtes principales, mais on a fait avancer quand même. Let's go, on a fini les Outer Ops. Normalement. Ah non, il en reste. Putain, il en reste. Ah oui, j'avais lancé le jeu il y a 1 heure. Donc il y a des choses qui ont eu le temps de se terminer. Goblin Hawk. Let's go. Alors. Bon, j'ai lancé de la base notamment. Recherche et développement. Ça ne m'intéresse pas. Les armes et les objets. Alors. Ah oui. Je vous ai pas montré, mais grâce au online l'autre jour, j'avais débloqué ce truc-là. Le Molotov 68, qui est un fusil anti-char encore plus puissant que le Brennan et le Serval. D'ailleurs, on a fini le premier Serval. On va donc... C'est possible? Oui! C'est tout à fait possible. Je les ai jamais essayés. Je l'ai jamais essayé ce fusil-là, donc je sais pas du tout à quel point c'est abusé, mais... Mais du coup, je remplace le Brennan par un Serval. Histoire de se mettre un peu au goût du jour, quoi. C'est le même en semi-automatique. Hein. C'est juste qu'il n'y a pas besoin de le réarmer à chaque tir. Ce qui est quand même bien pratique. Bientôt un fusil de sniper capable d'abattre la lune. Damon. Alors. Donc, on disait recherche et développement. Et ouais, le Molotov, je l'ai jamais eu. C'est la première fois que je le débloque. Donc j'ai hâte de voir ce que ça va donner. Je sais pas si on aura le temps de le voir en stream, ceci dit. Parce qu'il demande vraiment un niveau d'unité très élevé. Alors. Est-ce que par hasard il y a un soldat perdu de la Mother Base? Non. Non. Bah écoutez, on va faire une mission principale dans ce cas. On va faire extraordinaire. En vous aidant d'une photo tirée de la dernière transmission d'un informateur, retrouvez la cartouche de film contenant des informations classifiées. Ah oui. Alors cette mission-là, ça peut être hyper tranquille, comme ça peut être un putain de cauchemar. Je ne vais pas prendre mon équipement létal. On va rester sur... Attends, le Burkov, il serait pas mieux? Ouais. Ouais, c'est un pistolet automatique, c'est beaucoup mieux. Peut-être pas besoin d'un véhicule quand même. Et on va faire ça 2 jours. Spugma Ruins, c'est là où on a commencé le jeu. C'est là où Oslot il nous avait laissé. Quand on allait chercher Miller. Dans la mission 1. Ou 2, je sais plus. Punished Venom Snake.
Retrieve the film canister our informant hid in Spugma Keep before he died. It contains vital information on Skullface's plan. For now,
Hihi, elle a des vêtements. Incroyable à mes yeux. Voilà, ça va être eux le vrai problème, les Spetsnaz. Alors. Non, pas dire. Vas-y. Bon, j'ai pas le bon camo, mais tant pis. Oh oui, elle va être sur la montagne en face. Mais on a besoin des indices sur le plan de Skullface vu qu'il est pas mort du tout. C'est surtout que... Après lui, en fait, ça peut foutre la merde quand même. Si, il est mort. Il est complètement mort. C'est juste que... ce qu'il a mis en place a toujours lieu, en fait. Genre là, faut faire le nettoyage derrière lui, quoi. Ok, ça c'est les Spetsnaz. Oh putain. Hop là. Il y en a un là à droite. C'est bien, t'as marqué personne, Goyette. Bravo. Bravo la reconnaissance. Il faut que je fasse attention parce que là en fait ils vont arriver à l'infini les soldats. Et voilà, vous voyez la photo, elle est bien floue. Donc c'est quelque part, mais on sait pas où. Donc faut qu'on tienne jusque là quoi, jusqu'à ce que l'équipe de renseignement nous montre. Ah, sa mère! Putain. Lui, je peux rien lui faire. J'aurais peut-être dû prendre le serveur. Et ça a l'air d'être sous une arche. Putain. Ah merde! Elle a toujours le fusil létal. Oui, bah tire-lui dessus, oui.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Encore, encore.
Boss, we fully decrypted the VI data.
Ah bah putain, il était temps.
Now the target's hiding place should be clear as day. Check your iDroid.
Ok.
Subject on board.
Putain, j'étais juste à côté.
To us.
Let's go.
You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated.
Big Boss, c'est vraiment la daronne de tout le monde.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Let's fucking go!
Extraction of live technical base.
Même pas mal.
Please support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Enemy presence detected. Exfiltrated
That's it.
off.
You made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete.
Incroyable à mes yeux. Nom de code héros attribué.
Complete. Boss.
Est-ce que c'est clair? Ah, on a toutes les unités Cobra. Littéralement un héros à mes yeux. Moi. Moi-même.
Side ops list
Boss,
updated.
I've updated the mission list.
List
We received a
updated.
new job offer. The details are on your iDroid.
Ok. Alors il y a de la cassette. On va écouter les cassettes. Rapport de l'informateur en 3 parties. On va d'abord écouter les hamburgers.
Feeling hungry, old timer? Old timer. I do not get hungry. No. But you have a new hamburger? You guessed it. And this time we use lamb. Lamb? You're not a lamb kind of guy? A hamburger is made of beef. Who ever heard of a hamburger without beef? Yeah, but we gotta stay fresh, stand out from our competition. You're what? Just give it a try. If you say so.
Bah ça va être dégueulasse parce que l'agneau c'est dégueulasse.
Not bad. But I cannot call this a hamburger. I thought we were onto something this time. Maybe the problem is that it looks like a regular hamburger. Gotta think outside the box. Too much baggage if they come in expecting just another burger. Let's see, cotton candy? To make it look like a sheep? Yeah. Just a minute. You really think people would eat that?
What is it you are planning? Are you using me? A taste tester? A one-man focus group?
Well, actually, already started. I got a place called, Miller's Maxi Buns.
Miller's Maxi Buns. Oui.
You are kidding me.
Well, to be honest, business hasn't been great. No one seems to like my, buns.
The Ocelot said diamond dogs.
Moi j'aime bien tes buns.
Budget did not add up. But you don't mean to tell me.
What?
Clowns.
No. Our black budget's got it all covered. I'm not embezzling GMP or anything. Still, let's not say anything to Snake, okay?
Very well. However, Kazuhira, it takes more than premium ingredients and a clever recipe to satisfy the palate.
Okay. So what do we do?
The palate seeks one thing: chemical additives.
Chemical additives.
There is nothing mysterious or spiritual about good flavor. The tongue simply identifies specific amino acids, which the brain then recognizes as appealing. Therefore, all that is needed is to chemically isolate those amino acids and incorporate them into your products. To be clear, I speak of flavor. The rest is irrelevant.
That seems a little extreme.
Do not forget that I am a scientist after all. And using science for the benefit of others is a joy. In seeking coexistence with nature's blessings, not everything can remain in its natural form. When we fall ill, we must be treated. Otherwise, that very nature could cost us our lives. Agriculture is one of nature's many blessings. But through that process, we damage the surrounding vegetation.
Yeah. Whether it's a massive farm or a tiny field, we always leave our mark on the land.
The same is true of parasites. And for food preparation. If tapeworms in the raw meat of another animal enter the human body, they roam around trying to find their usual habitat. Sometimes even eating away at the brain in their confusion. So in looking through a scientific point of view, you see the necessity for processing food. Yes, it is also sometimes necessary to eliminate certain parasites, or selectively use or even modify others. Alternatively, we could say that if a man is part of nature, the work he does is also part of it. What is important is the balance.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, old-timer. You really opened my eyes. I fooled myself into thinking people today wanted high-quality, all-natural goods. But my favorite burgers were never about that. What they want is something like the first burger I had in America when I went to meet my dad. A Frankenburger loaded with additives. That's the America I knew and loved. I'll be back in a jiffy, old-timer. My next burger's gonna knock your socks off.
Kazuhira, wait. What is important is how we balance the... quick for a one-legged man. Frankenburger. What kind of a dive did your old man take you to?
Alors, on a un nouveau soldat de la Mother Base à chercher.
A landing zone.
Il n'a pas l'air d'aimer le mot produit. Bah normal. On parle de nourriture quand même. C'est comme les gens qui parlent de content pour des trucs audiovisuels sur internet. Genre, non. C'est des vidéos, c'est de la musique, des photos, des images, du montage, des collages.
The map has been updated.
Allez, on va écouter les rapports de l'informateur.
We finished decoding the informant's report.
Enemy presence
That
detected.
floating kid we've run into a few times now. Looks like he was a test subject in clinical experiments. The Soviets called him the third boy. The third boy was brought to a lab on the outskirts of Moscow from Czechoslovakia, after which he was due to be sent to a research center in Leningrad, then Siberia, and finally an academic town in Novosibirsk. It doesn't appear that the researchers...
That's the target.
...talents we've
I
seen...
remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago.
...is latent cognitive...
Bring him home, boss.
...on the route to Moscow. According to the report, the third boy was easily influenced by other individuals' biofields. Evil thoughts, in particular. They affected his mind like a virus. Extreme anger or resentment, motives for revenge, in other words. Now, during the transport flight to Moscow, the boy was exposed to a powerful mental energy field coming from a certain individual. Ever since, being conscious of his powers, he's become a sort of energy generator. What's unique about him is the way his acute telepathic abilities get taken over by another person's will. The boy began to physically parasitize individuals experiencing extreme anger and codify the host's desires. This includes amplifying the host's natural strengths. Or, in accordance with the host's desires, he can also implant program code in another individual, making them a puppet, essentially. Human neural synapses transmit weak electrical currents between neurons. These electrical currents, though at a level difficult to observe, warp the magnetic field outside the body. The third boy is able to pick up these weak fluctuations. Contrary to psychotronics, which involves controlling the human mind, his abilities as a receptor are too high. The emotions he picks up from another individual are amplified and unleashed into his body as they recur in his brain. They turn into microwaves, which then affect the physical world, triggering paranormal phenomena like the spontaneous combustion of organic matter or psychokinesis, moving an object without touching it. There's one other thing. While he's parasitizing a host, the boy's ego gets shut away, allowing the will of the host to take control of his powers, like some annoying static drowning out your own voice. That means he isn't responsible for what's been happening. Somebody's extreme anger has manifested through the third boy's powers in ways none of us could have predicted, which would mean this was going on somewhere around us. Looking back on it, makes sense now. The man on fire, Sahelanthropus, they both came to life thanks to the third boy's powers. Everything has been happening through him as a catalyst. We first saw him in the hospital on Cyprus. The boy parasitizing the man on fire's desire for revenge gave him his new abilities in return. He next appeared at the Hamid Fighters Fort where the honeybee was hidden. There, the boy parasitized Skullface's vengeful mind. He controlled Sahelanthropus, making it do whatever Skullface wanted. Same goes for when we extracted Emmerich onto the chopper. When he appeared at the Devil's House in Central Africa, Skullface's will controlled the man on fire via the third boy's powers. Everything is clear up to this point. But even the informant couldn't pinpoint who the host was in the cave within Serac power plant. Sahelanthropus suddenly became active, then crushed not only the man on fire, but Skullface as well. Surely neither of them could have been the host. Who else was at that location and bore anger more extreme than either of them? Whose will was controlling Sahelanthropus? According to the report, emotions transmitted in children's brains affect the surrounding magnetic field more strongly. Cerebral nerves are covered with insulation called myelin sheaths to increase impulse speed.
Side op completed.
You gonna extract him?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Je pensais qu'il allait parler, mais du coup non.
The reason for this leakage has to do with the fact that children's myelin sheaths are still developing. So, how many children do you remember being there? Children with a burning desire for revenge and bearing a grudge against you. I can think of only one. Eli. We don't know what kind of life he's had, but the resentment he's shown toward adults is nothing short of extraordinary. The third boy resonated with Eli's mind. And that means Eli bore the strongest animosity of all individuals within the boy's reception range, estimated to be a 3-mile radius, beating out even Volgan and Skullface. The third boy has probably remained hooked on Eli's anger since. You remember at the Devil's House, the third boy showed an interest in Shabani? That must have been his ego making a rare appearance. He may possess abilities far beyond anyone else in the world, but he's still a kid. Maybe them both being kids was enough to bring them together. And if so, maybe with Eli, he isn't feeding off him, but acting in symbiosis.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
So what kick-started the third boy's powers? If we look at the location and time that his plane went down, we can make a pretty good guess. When the plane experienced the first anomaly, it gave an accurate report of its position to a control tower, due north of the Black Sea, 125 miles east of Kiev. Dead south on the Black Sea.
He's coming too.
Cyprus'
Roger that.
So the plane's position was directly north of the hospital where you'd been asleep for 9 years. And this anomaly was reported at exactly the same time that you woke up. The plane was enveloped in flame from the inside out. The fuselage burnt to ashes. There were no survivors, at least not publicly admitted. Your thoughts formed a synchronicity with the boy's psyche.
Roger.
Amplified inside his brain. That would have been more than
You gonna extract him?
his abilities. Your rage was like a big bang in his head, blowing the lid off his powers. The boy was then secretly moved to the lab outside of Moscow where Volgan was comatose. There, Volgan's thoughts resonated with the boy and he was awakened. Volgan became the man on fire, hell-bent on getting revenge on you. His instincts led him straight to you. Skullface knew Volgan from Operation Snake Eater, or perhaps from even before. Monitoring this pair of extraordinaries, he discovered the hospital and sent his assassin and XOF. Skullface was probably watching the situation from close by. Then, realizing how useful these two test subjects could be, he approached them. Reacting to Skullface's thirst for revenge, this time the boy let Skullface's will control Volgan. Volgan, at times driven by personal revenge, at times through Skullface's will, kept on moving, though his body was little more than dead meat. Perhaps there were moments where even your thoughts affected him as well. But without the boy's power, it was like the plug had been pulled from the socket. Everything was powered by anger, malice, revenge. This is how the end of the report sums things up. Both the third boy and the man on fire were originally test subjects of paranormal research for military applications, like telekinetically controlling the leader of an enemy nation and making him launch a nuke, or stopping the heart of someone on the wrong side of the Berlin Wall, experimenting with latent human abilities. They were used as tools of the Cold War. The boy's only crime was being born with unique gifts. But he was sacrificed on the altar of war. His life reduced to slavery under other people's wills. Turned into a living weapon with no will of his own. Eventually, the only emotion he could feel must have been the desire to get revenge for the hand he'd been dealt. Boss, it's you that awakened the boy's powers. But there's more to it than that. I guess the anger emanating from you was something he could truly relate to.
Extrêmement bien timé la fin de cette cassette. Voilà, donc vous avez la vérité sur Psychomantis, sur ce qui s'est passé autour de lui.
Side ops list updated.
Boss, your heroic deeds appear to have earned the respect of other PFs. Now you'll be able to infiltrate rival PFs' FOBs without having to worry about their nuclear deterrent.
Let's go.
Go get one over on these guys who've escaped retaliation thanks to their nukes.
C'est très pratique ça.
Please select a mission. Please select a mission.
Guerre sans fin, procréation, éliminer la colonne blindée des FAC qui s'assemble au nord de l'aérodrome de Nova Braga. La colonne contient de nombreux véhicules de combat à grande échelle. Let's go.
Mission accepted.
Il va y avoir du blindé, les amis.
Central Africa.
Alors, pour l'occasion, on va prendre le Serval. Du coup. Le gros Serval. Et on va donner le Brennan à Quiet. C'est parti. 2 jours, de préférence. Parce que de nuit, c'est très difficile à suivre, cette mission-là. Ah, j'aurais dû prendre une bagnole, d'ailleurs. Ou un tank. Parce que la map va être très grande et ça va beaucoup bouger.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport. Your job is to wipe them out. Listen to the tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Ok, c'est parti.
Please select a deployment
Tu
point.
vas aller au point d'arrivée, Quiet.
Begin cover fire.
Voilà. Putain.
Boss, we have new targets. Check
Ah
your
putain, si, il y a eu une photo pour
details.
passe, j'ai oublié de faire ça.
Map has been updated.
En plus, c'était une photo de Chico. C'est bon. Boum.
Flawless work. You never cease to amaze, boss.
Merci. Détruire un char au fusil, c'est quand même incroyable comme concept. C'est des fusils qui existent dans la vraie vie, hein, les fusils anti-char. Alors ça pète pas à ce point, mais ça traverse le blindage, ouais. Ok.
targets are almost history.
Ok, il va arriver par là. On va rester à couvert près de la maison. Go.
Just one target left.
Support helicopter requested.
Il est où?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Oh putain, ça va être un hélicoptère.
Marker place. Marker removed. Support helicopter. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Cover fire. In hot. In hot. Watch out, boss.
Guard post. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
P1 is in hot. Find cover.
Fais attention dans ce cas parce que ça peut couper un amando ce truc. Ouais, mais ça aussi. Je vais quand même demander des balles parce que il m'en reste plus beaucoup.
Supplies.
Peut-être ça suffira pas pour la battre.
Supply drop. Guard post captured.
J'ai capturé 2 postes de garde sans rien faire.
P1 is in hot. Find cover. In hot. Watch out, boss.
C'est trop loin.
Guard post captured.
Un troisième.
This is P-Quad. No targets remaining. Ending attack run and we'll stand. This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. That's an enemy gunship.
Non, non, reste là, Picouade.
Gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head shootout.
Ah ouais, tu penses?
Support
3 balles.
P-Quad. I have arrived at marker. Following SOP. We'll move to nearby LZ and stand by. Good. You completed the objective.
Voilà.
Now get out of there.
updated.
Quand je vous dis que c'est les meilleures armes du jeu.
Has arrived.
Maintenant, imaginez le Molotov. Le Molotov, il a, je crois, le double en puissance de feu. Donc en un tir, j'aurais pu abattre l'hélicoptère. Je pense. Il peut couper un homme en deux, mais toi tu peux couper un hélico en deux. Exactement. Et du coup, j'avais même pas besoin des balles en plus. J'aurais pu y aller sans le ravitaillement. Si ça c'est pas une mission rondement menée, je ne sais pas ce qui en est une.
Yes. Mission complete. Boss, as we suspected, the mastermind behind the kid's escape was Eli. It's hard to believe, but apparently he'd been plotting an armed uprising against us. He could be hiding something else too. Ocelot's gonna press him for answers. Get back here as quick as you can.
Oui, c'était la grande quête la semaine dernière, un lundi.
Where is
I told you, your father's not here.
he? They're back.
Yes, they're back. But don't get any bright ideas. Your quarters are under full surveillance. Your weapons privileges have been suspended. No more uprisings for you.
Cette petite grotte de Eli.
Did you really think it would be that easy, Commander? You'll get your boys back. They'll even see the boss, too. First, I need to know what you sent them to do.
They wanted to leave.
To their homelands.
They wanted to go home. That's all.
So they were just homesick then.
Not quite. Militia warlords, PFs, the armies that murdered their families. Cousins, brothers, parents. They all had someone they wanted to kill.
Ah oui, oui, il a un accent britannique. On sait qu'il est britannique.
I told them, last chance to face the world with no regrets.
Last chance.
You better be ready for your drag back here. Ready to face the world as enemies.
No!
Vous avez vu du coup, regardez bien Psychomantis, regardez son épaule. Ah, let's go!
I'm not like you! Goodbye, father. I don't need you anymore.
Ils me font trop de la peine, les gosses.
Was Ralph really an accident? Or did Eli just rig it to stir up the boys? Either way, he had to have been planning for this all along. Bidding farewell to the world.
Let's go.
Boss, we're looking for the kids in Sahelanthropus, but there's still no sign of them. We don't know if the chopper pilot is alive either. What have we gone and put in the hands of those kids? We don't know how bad this is until we find them. Also, regarding our concerns about Eli, I finished looking into whether or not he's a product of that project. I have an answer. I put it on tape. Give it a listen.
Donc déjà,
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
on a une photo de Chico avec un mandat. Ensuite, on a des cassettes à écouter, on va les écouter en chemin, on va marcher. On va courir, on va y aller à pied, quoi. Alors, j'ai envie qu'on écoute d'abord l'histoire du test ADN, là. Ah, voilà. On va enfin savoir si c'est bien un de les enfants terribles.
Boss, we've got the results of Eli's genetic tests, we can finally put this worry behind us.
We used the PCR technique and conducted DNA fingerprinting of the copied DNA sequences. Neither is mainstream science yet, but the concepts and procedures are sound. Both tests say there is 0% chance that the two of you are blood relatives, meaning the results are negative. He's not your son, nor is he your clone. He's just another person.
It was 12 years ago that Zero made plans to clone you. Eli's age and appearance certainly are a good fit. I admit the first time I saw him I did a double take, but it looks like we were worried for nothing. Eli isn't your clone, but you might still have one somewhere out there.
But if Eli isn't the boss's clone, why does he seem so obsessed with him? Not to mention having one hell of an attitude for his age.
I don't know. Learning the truth about himself, cursing the fact he's a clone, bearing a grudge against selfish adults, and coming to hate who he was cloned from. Big boss. If that were really the case, I could understand it. I might even feel a bit sorry for him. But no clone could have a totally different DNA fingerprint. And the test left no room for error. You yourself were there when we drew Eli's blood sample.
Come to think of it, when we went to OKB-0, he'd snuck onto a chopper and was there.
Yeah.
He was acting strange even then. Or actually from a little before that time.
That was exactly when we began these tests.
Maybe he suspected something when we drew the sample, not knowing what we were doing to him, and becoming mistrustful of us.
Hard to say. Eli's had an attitude problem from day one.
So what is he then?
Well, if he's gonna tell us that himself, we'll need to get him to open up more first.
Donc il s'en est convaincu tout seul en fait.
Skullface, real name unknown. Born in Hungary, more specifically northern Transylvania, after it reverted to Hungary from Romania. While he was young, the country allied with Germany as part of the Axis powers, but later during the war, it came under Soviet occupation. The Hungarians struggled for independence, but the Soviets came down. Hard. Just like he said, time and again, the country was ruled by a foreign tongue. When he was a young boy, he lost his native language, the bedrock for any developing child. His country, his family, his face, his identity, everything was stolen from him. All he had left was his skull. Skullface first tried his hand at espionage during all the chaos from the war. Agents, military officials, and soldiers who operated out of Hungary during the war vanished over the course of several months. This Soviet spy hunt rocked the counter-intel world. Mysterious fatal illnesses, accidental deaths, drownings, people having strokes behind closed doors. Just like Stalin, no one knew who was behind it. But all you need to do was look for who had the motive. They were all taken out by a man without a face. And now we've got an idea of how he did it too. He'd gotten revenge for his people, but he wasn't finished. Skullface defected to the West, eventually ended up with the SAS. That's where he met Zero. It's possible he began planning this whole thing back then. It's hard to say. In any case, Zero made him his XO. He always did have a thing for oddballs. But this one was set to lead a unit no one else would know about. When Zero created Fox, he also formed XOF as a support team. An unconventional special forces unit designed to support Fox, make it stronger, with Skullface giving the orders. Zero never even told the boss about it, nor the CIA, naturally. If Fox was Zero's silver bullet, XOF was the recoil when he pulled the trigger. Just like Newton's third law. While you were with Fox, Skullface was operating behind the scenes. Sometimes as your backup, sometimes as a mole or a scout, sometimes as your cleanup crew. Fox's tail, making sure the mission succeeded and that you survived. We only have his word to go on, but Skullface's goal was revenge against those who'd use language to subjugate people. Those corrupting a people's identity by forcing a new tongue on them. Those using the power of language to control information. Naturally, that set his sights on Zero. To Zero, English was simply the most convenient code. But to Skullface, English was a parasite. And by eradicating it, he'd stop the world from being eaten away. If that didn't work, he was ready to see the world scorched by nuclear fire. To save language, culture, and race from annihilation, he was willing to overstep the hands of the doomsday clock. That is, of course, if you believe anything he had to say.
Hello.
Snake.
Ça va? Bien ou quoi?
What is it, Snake? Chico. I wonder what he thinks of me. I have not seen him lately. Maybe he is angry. There is something I am hiding from Chico. Or I thought there was. It was. And then no, that is not right. But I am an angel of peace. I am a student. I'm sorry, Snake. My head hurts. Could you let me rest?
C'est Chico, tu te souviens? Il est mort en voulant te sauver. Peut-être que Eli c'est lui en fait.
You know, when you brought back all the child soldiers who escaped, Eli knew they'd returned. Needless to say, nobody said a word to him.
I guess they got a message to him somehow.
Eli wasn't put in the corner in time out. He was locked up in that room, completely cut off from the outside world.
Then how'd he find out?
There's only one possibility I can think of. The Soviet Union has been researching military applications for psi phenomena.
Psi?
Things like psychokinesis and ESP, extrasensory perception.
You mean moving objects without touching them? Knowing what card somebody's holding up? Psychic powers? Come on. I thought that was just
Roger.
disinformation aimed at the West.
Just bear with me a second. One type of ESP is telepathy. It's the ability to know another person's thoughts through nonverbal means.
You're saying Eli read our minds?
It's the only idea that doesn't involve someone getting to him.
Ocelot.
Look, psi research isn't some hocus pocus. It's all evidence-based, scientific.
There's gotta be another explanation. Maybe one of the kids stuck a note to your back.
I hope that's the case. But I am convinced that they have, or Eli has, a connection to some force we have yet to identify. You better watch yourself, boss.
How am I supposed to do that?
If he is depending on something for help, well, that's his Achilles heel. If you can figure out what that something is, you might be able to use it against him.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, and the medical team is looking after the kids left on Mother Base. For the moment, they don't seem too panicked. But boss, get this. Eli got those kids to plot their armed uprising as a diversion. Also, he could steal Sahelanthropus and escape. That brat got us good. Set us up and knocked us down. And then there's that mystery kid who was with Eli. With those two working together, I'd say things won't be over for a long time yet.
Rise and shine, old-timer. It is complete. I had our best and brightest working overtime, fine-tuning the greatest burger the world has ever known. I call it the chemical burger.
What on earth is that color?
Now, don't judge a burger by its color. Go on, try it.
I am not very hungry.
What? Oh, I get it. Now, sure, it's loaded with additives, but each one's been approved by the WHO for human consumption. Come on, one little bite's not gonna kill you.
Are you sure of that? Fine.
Well, what do you think?
It's perfect.
Right.
This takes me back to the taste of my youth. The neon signs on the mother road. Oh, I can see them now.
So, what do you think of our signs now? And it doesn't just taste great. You won't believe how cheap it is to make. And because it's pumped up with preservatives, it won't spoil easily in regions lacking refrigerated storage or transportation infrastructure. This bad boy could even solve Africa's hunger problem.
Excuse me?
People will no longer fight over food or find reason to hate one another. Mankind will come together, reunited between these fluffy buns. Forget Pax Americana. Say hello to Pax Hamburgana.
Pax Hamburgana.
Skullface thought that destruction was the way to free the peoples of the world from American imperialism. But this is different. Tackling something head-on just makes for more conflict. Only by uniting the world can its various inhabitants truly become free. Having lived as an American parasite as long as I have, I know what I'm talking about. The chemical burger is poised to be the greatest liberating force the world has ever known.
An ethnic liberator. Burger.
Now all I need is a better brand image, starting with a name. I've gotta run, old-timer. I'll catch you later.
Que d'ambition pour des burgers, on est bien d'accord. Ah, il y avait un slot. Ah, et là il y a Code Talker. Ça va les gars? Le burger qui aurait pu sauver le monde. Le burger est à 1000 heures ce qu'est la canette de Pepsi pour Kendall Jenner. Je te crois. Je sais pas. J'ai pas la rêve.
About Eli hijacking Sahelanthropus. We know how he got it moving. It was Emmerich. He used the kids in the staff living quarters to carry out his repairs.
Pardon?
We got the details on tape. You're gonna want to hear this.
Alors attends.
Please select a landing zone.
Il a encore trahi ce petit bâtard. Elle a fait une pub catastrophique, d'accord. Écoute, apparemment j'ai la chance de ne pas la connaître. Oui, on aura ta peau, hein. Ça commence à bien suffire, là. Si tu veux mon avis.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid. base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
What was your goal in having the children repair Sahelanthropus?
I just questions. I had no idea they would actually try to fix it. I mean, can you imagine a child piloting it?
Oh, sure, easily.
It wouldn't work.
I bet it's just like riding a bike.
I said it didn't work. It...
Who did you try?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
We never did that.
His name was, Hal, wasn't it? I thought you said you never saw his face. But you made him pilot Sahelanthropus. You used him in your experiments.
He wanted to get in. It was such a short time we had.
So he was with you.
We were happy.
You're still happy now. Changing your lies to suit the listener and getting by slipping through the cracks. Building layer upon layer of convenient stories until nothing means anything to you anymore. You're happy all the time because you don't even notice you're doing it. Think hard. Who are you really? You're not a victim, and you're not the silent majority. You're a perpetrator and a petty hypocrite. The real world doesn't make you suffer. It's the other way around.
Let's go. De mieux en mieux. Hein. Donc on a les Lost Coms, donc ça va être la merde. L'hélicoptère il peut se poser que aux bases. Donc Yui, immense merde. Hein. Il va être temps de faire quelque chose à propos de lui. Hein. On savait déjà, mais c'est de pire en pire. Ouais.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Wesh.
Helicopter has arrived.
Je sais pas, bats-toi.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Ouais. Il y a pas un container qui traîne. Oh putain, il y en a un. Mais c'est bon, on va pouvoir partir facilement. Peace, I'm out.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Donc, on a eu une photo. La photo du football.
Please select a mission.
Ok, donc il n'y a pas de nouvelles missions. Ça, c'est juste des missions qu'on a déjà faites en version différente. Hein. C'est pas passionnant.
Please select a mission. Mission
Football.
accepted. Heading to Mother Base.
J'adore comme c'est écrit football en espagnol. Football. Genre l'étymologie est plus du tout là, ils sont juste appropriés le mot anglais, ils l'ont hispanisé. C'est beau, je trouve. Oh, on voit le bandeau de son cache-œil à l'arrière de sa tête, là. Vous le voyez? Un gauche en haut de l'oreille. J'aime bien que ça soit modélisé. Hello! J'aime bien le fait qu'il y ait toutes les photos.
What is it, Snake? Football. I joined in. And there's Huey refereeing. He said, we have forsaken our countries and become one with the earth. It is good being here together with everyone, you know?
I know.
It was... And then I... No, that is not right. But I am an angel of peace. I am a student. I am so tired. I will just lie here a while.
Le mystère reste entier. Elle répète toujours la même chose, oui. Oui, oui. Pas est cassé.
Roger.
De ouf. Attends.
This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
OMG, j'ai la dernière photo. C'était la dernière photo sur le mur. Qu'est-ce que tu as essayé de redémarrer ta passe? Du coup, c'est la dernière, on va pouvoir lui donner la dernière, let's go! Ah. Bon, bah on viendra. On va faire un aller-retour sur l'hélico.
Roger.
Ça va, Kaz? Je reviens. C'est normal si j'ai envie d'habiter sur une plateforme offshore.
Please select a mission.
Donc,
Mission
on va y retourner. C'est juste une architecture que j'adore en fait. Mon seul regret dans ce jeu, c'est qu'on puisse pas rentrer à l'intérieur vraiment et tout. J'ai envie d'un city builder, mais comme ça. Motorbase Simulator. Faut juste pas tomber. Il y a des canaux de sauvetage, hein. Regarde. Bon, c'est les sous-marins, ça. Non, non, c'est les canaux de sauvetage, d'ailleurs. Il y a des canaux de sauvetage, il y a des... Il y a des protocoles, hein. Nope. Ah. Ah. Qu'est-ce qu'elle fabrique encore?
Pass.
Let's go la musique de Silent Hill. Oh, sa mère la pute. Mood, monsieur. Elle met les mains. Oui. Ah, arrête de filmer ça, par pitié. What? Alors on voit pas bien parce qu'il y a le soleil dessus, mais il y a le symbole de la paix, il y a écrit Peace, point d'exclamation, à la main.
Peace day never came. Every morning I wake up expecting it to come, but it is always 3 days away. That cannot be it. I have not woken up at all. It is just a dream. It is all a dream. I am in it, and you are in it too. I am the dreamer, but you are having my dream. Do you get it now? You do, don't you? Peace Day never came. With 3 days left, I followed my orders from Cypher and launched the operation. I hijacked Zeke. I fought Snake. I lost and was thrown into the ocean. I survived, but I was captured by Cypher. How happy I would have been if they had let me die then and there. Our wishes do not come true. We just cling on to our dreams, our phantoms, mine and yours. But I think this one is coming to an end. After all, you have figured it out now. You can kill Skullface, murder Huey, slaughter Zero, burn the whole world down, and it still won't bring me back. Me, or any of the dead. And that was our business. War. We bought our daily bread with money paid to us for killing. Maybe us getting killed was just balancing the scales. You know, Mother Base was never the heaven we wanted it to be. But I was still happy to have lived with everyone there. It was such a short time. Such a hypocritical peace. But while I was on Mother Base, I was happy. So, I hope I am not the only one who looks back on those days with happiness. There is more to remember than hatred and rage. But of course, this is you thinking that I should think that. It is no mystery now. I am just a phantom. A fragment of the mind you have lost. The real me died a long time ago. But even so, more so, I can tell what you are really feeling. The real emotion that is locked away at the bottom of your heart. Let it fly out. Let it guide you. Live. I think it is my job to tell you that. That is why I exist. So this tape is the last one. Once you are done listening to it, I am one phantom limb that will be gone for good. My flesh, my bones, joining the silt on the ocean floor. But do not forget, as long as you remember me, I will always live within you. Not a phantom limb or a phantom anything. As part of your heart. I will always be your angel of peace. So, I know exactly how to finish. Say peace.
Et voilà! Incrusté dans le corps de Big Boss, mon dieu. Et du coup, il y a un truc rigolo que je veux vous montrer. Vous voyez, on est ici, là, on est sur cette partie-là. C'est toujours la plateforme médicale, hein. On est de l'autre côté du bâtiment. Mais, un truc qu'il faut bien comprendre sur l'architecture, c'est qu'elle est impossible. C'est une architecture impossible. C'est-à-dire que on rentrait par là. Voilà. Et on prenait cette porte-là. Sauf que, regardez un peu la longueur du couloir. Bah ça a toujours mené à rien en fait. Ça a toujours mené à la plateforme où on était. Cette pièce n'a jamais existé. Mais c'est bien là, hein. C'est là où ça dit pisse. Cette pièce n'existe pas. Voilà. Et vous ne l'aviez pas vu. Vous avez vu, mais vous n'avez pas regardé. Je suis Omar Sy dans Lupin. Pas Luther, Lupin. Voilà. J'aime beaucoup cette storyline. En même temps, t'as pas fait le tour. Ah oui, ben... J'arrivais par là, vous pouviez voir, enfin... On voyait depuis l'hélicoptère, quand je partais... Je vous ai pas montré en détail, mais c'était visible d'un peu loin. Quand tu le sais, cette photo Dieu. Bon. Hop là. On le voit, hein. C'était là depuis le début. Voilà. Parce que Big Boss, il a des troubles dans son cerveau. Il a des troubles nerveux. Il a des dégâts neurologiques. Il a des hallucinations. Et du coup, Miller et Husted, qui étaient là au début, il les a imaginés aussi. Hein. Ils étaient là au début de l'histoire avec Paz. Ils sont jamais venus en fait. J'aurais jamais capté. On va extraire des containers de matériaux. Parce que là, il faut qu'on fasse des trucs pour faire progresser l'histoire. Là, l'histoire, elle progresse pas. Il y a un événement qui est censé se déclencher maintenant. Ah, la Mother Base. Mais du coup, effectivement, elle avait pas vieilli, elle avait pas cicatrisé, tout bêtement parce que bah, c'était juste un souvenir. J'aime bien qu'on associe les souvenirs aux photos. C'est les photos qui débloquent la mémoire. Bonjour, on est là pour voler des ressources. C'est pour ça qu'il s'en souvient comme d'une étudiante aussi et qu'elle était pas edgy dans les cassettes. Oui. C'est aussi parce qu'il a préféré cette image-là et c'est ce que son inconscient s'est accroché à ça en fait. Et que s'ils sont allés la sauver, c'est aussi parce qu'il avait un a priori positif sur elle. Mais c'est vraiment les souvenirs de Big Boss. Tadia. C'est son cerveau hein, qui a créé ça.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Ceux qui en parlent, il dit tout le monde sauf Big Boss. Ah, Big Boss, en vrai, il participait à ces trucs-là. On le sait parce qu'ils en parlaient déjà dans Peace Walker. C'est des événements qui étaient connus dans Peace Walker. C'est juste qu'on n'a pas écouté toutes les cassettes de Peace Walker. Mais ouais, c'est aussi ses souvenirs à lui, ouais.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Je sais même pas ce qu'il y avait dans le conteneur. Tu vois, typiquement, la fête de tous les anniversaires, Big Boss, il y allait aussi. On fait comme ça. Attendez, parce que j'ai un petit souci, là. Je sais pas comment continuer. Je sais plus si je dois faire un truc précis ou pas. Ok. Excusez-moi. Hein. Ok. Ok, c'est bon. Oh, vas-y. On va faire la version difficile du combat contre Quiet. C'est parti. Oui, la version difficile. Et vous allez voir, elle a une tenue bien particulière pendant cette mission.
Boss, you okay? Could it be that sniper? Quiet. Quiet. Our silent assassin. Where's the sniping point?
À plus de vêtements. Oh, sa mère. Vous voyez, elle vise beaucoup plus vite. Voilà. Quand je vous ai dit difficile, c'est difficile.
Boss, you okay? Could it be that sniper? Quiet. Quiet. Our silent assassin. Where's the sniping point?
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Alors, le cerval lui a pas fait très mal, hein.
The enemy sniper just disappeared. Zero visibility. If you can't mark him, you don't stand a chance. Stay sharp.
La meuf est littéralement plus solide qu'un tank. Bon bah oui, vous allez voir, hein.
Look out, boss. Take cover. There's a laser sight trained on your head.
Oh, je l'ai pas touché, elle bouge quand même.
Boss, you need to go around outside the enemy's line of sight. Get into position undetected and attack from behind or the side.
Ouais, mais t'es bien gentil, le slot, mais... Merde. Elle dégaine à une vitesse!
Boss, come in. Boss?
Ok. On va tenter autre chose.
Boss, you okay? Could it be that sniper? Quiet. Quiet. Our silent assassin. Where's the sniping point?
Strike requested. Please remain clear of the strike zone. Strike will commence shortly.
Écoutez...
The enemy sniper just disappeared. Zero visibility. If you can't mark him, you don't stand a chance.
Ah putain.
Stay sharp.
Elle est en train de se soigner. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Boom! Elle est... Je sais pas où elle est, j'ai peur. Elle est pas très loin, je l'entends. Ok, on va monter. Ah!
Strike requested. Please remain clear of the strike zone.
Par contre, je veux un uniforme propre.
Shortly. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Allez, 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 allez. Let's go.
Supply drop complete.
Did you get her? With those abilities of hers. No doubt about it. She has to be one of the skulls. Now move in and finish your boss. She's working for Cypher.
Quiet is a valuable source of information, boss. There's no need to kill her. Think carefully. This is your decision.
Female sniper. Quiet. Cypher's assassin. Finish
C'est bien Sniper Wolf.
She's one of the skulls. Hurry up and kill her.
No. Killing her would be a waste. Bring her back here.
Boss.
Boss.
Et bim, je la tue. Le fait qu'on a les mêmes chaussures. Et la même pointure, manifestement. Il y a le logo des Diamond Dogs dessus.
Support helicopter.
You're not thinking of bringing her back here, are you?
Sur
She
l'épaule.
works for Cypher. We don't even know the extent of her abilities. She is not setting foot on this base.
Good word, boss. Can't believe you took her down alive. Now bring her back here. Let's find out what she really is.
This is too dangerous. Kill her. Don't bring her to our home.
This is the boss's decision. I'll send the extraction.
Quelle manœuvre. Il est très fort Piquois quand même.
Always got your back. Boss, no.
Mission info has been updated.
Let's go. Et normalement maintenant il y a le nouvel event. Normalement. Oui, non, mais par contre, on connaît ça. Hop, 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 on regarde pas. Ah, on regarde à des endroits normaux. Ah, le siège. Les mains. Le manteau.
Slipped the line, huh? Shame. She's one of a kind.
Fine by me. We don't need her type. Boss, we need to talk. Get back to base. Everything else can wait.
Bon. On aurait pu faire n'importe quelle mission, hein, c'était une formalité. C'est pas canonique, c'est pas... Ça veut rien dire. C'est juste une version difficile. Oh putain. Non mais par contre on la connaît cette scène, on va pas se la retaper en entier. Putain, on va vraiment tout refaire. Parce que c'est long comme séquence quand même. Tu te fous de ma gueule, ça s'est toujours pas lancé.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan. Mission not accepted. Mission accept. Heading to Afghanistan.
Donc ça c'est, je crois, une version de la mission où on n'a pas d'équipement. Oui c'est ça. Donc on est à poil. On est Naked Snake.
Boss, you need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Il a des vêtements déçus. Écoute, au moins, il n'y a aucun matos. Et toi, j'ai même le bras rouge. Alors. J'ai pas droit à des coéquipiers, j'ai rien. Complètement nu. Donc là, pour détruire les trucs de communication, je vais me marrer. Hein. Je suis si loin en plus.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
J'ai même pas de chargeur vide à lancer pour faire une diversion quelconque.
Analysis complete.
C'est la nuit, profitons-en. Oh putain, je l'avais pas vu lui.
Analysis complete. Guard post captured.
Il a fait un coup de corde à l'ange là. Ok, on a un fusil. On a des bombes incendiaires. Petit molotov. Voilà, là ça peut le faire. Là on a une chance de s'en sortir.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
C'est encore si loin.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Caution, sandstorm approaching.
Il faut que je fasse gaffe parce que là, les deux en haut, je crois que c'est des loups. Des lycaons, des trucs dans le genre. Bref, des bestioles qui vont m'attaquer. En bas, c'est deux officiers de communication qui patrouillent. Voilà. Je ne vais pas attaquer. Ce serait irresponsable. Oh, let's go. Ouais, voilà les loups. Si tu aussi sur les loups, t'as pas idée à quel point. Bam! Montre-toi le deuxième. Bam! Ok. Alors, maintenant ici, il y a des cléments. Faut faire gaffe. Normalement, on va les voir briller. Normalement. Bon, il y en a pas. Tant mieux.
First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Clouds approaching.
Je sais même pas si ça peut marcher.
Enemy presence detected.
Oui.
Good. That's the first one. Destroy the remaining antennas.
Moi, je vais profiter de la tempête de sable. Hein.
Now get out of the hot zone.
The map has been mission info has been updated.
Merde. Ah! Vous arrivez juste à temps, vous. Non. Vous m'aurez pas.
We can't let them follow you. Throw off the enemies on your tail first. Alright, the coast is clear. Mission complete.
Victoire.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
Merci. Je sais pas comment j'ai fait pour avoir un rang S, mais bon. Soit. Unité d'élite.
Boss, we have an emergency. There's been another outbreak of the vocal cord parasites on the base. Several men are dead. It started in the laboratory on the quarantine platform where the radiation leak occurred.
Souvenez-vous lundi.
Just deployed the security team. I've sent in a rescue team to help, but they haven't returned. Boss, I need you on this. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
C'est la merde, oui, c'est beaucoup la merde.
Here we go again. There's been another outbreak in the laboratory. The quarantine platform. We sent a team to investigate and recover the survivors, but they haven't returned.
There's nothing on the radio either. We got a backup team ready to go. Just give the order and
I'll go alone.
Boss, what are you... There's no need for that.
We can't afford to lose anyone else.
We have no idea what's going on in there.
Exactly. Anyone still alive's at their breaking point. Last thing we need is another unit storming in. No telling how they'd react.
Fine. First off, check how much the infection has spread. Rescue comes next, after we know the situation. When you're ready to move, just use the iDroid.
C'est l'heure du goûter, les amis. Je vous conseille de prendre votre goûter maintenant. Ouais. Ah putain. Me dis pas que le jeu est planté sur un freeze frame. Non, c'est bon. Actuellement en train de prendre le goûter. Moi aussi. Allez.
We have no idea why the parasite has showed up again. I thought we took care of it. We need more information.
Ça va être dégueu après.
Find out what's going on, boss.
Ça va être violent.
Select the mission on your iDroid.
Par contre, j'aimerais juste bien me laver.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
Histoire d'être propre pendant la mission, les cinématiques. C'est une des missions les plus importantes du jeu. Et il se passe quoi si tu te laves pas? Bah, je serais comme ça pendant toutes les cinématiques. Et j'aimerais bien que Snake soit propre. Tant qu'à faire. J'aime bien qu'il soit propre dans les moments importants. Bisous les Diamond Dogs. Dites merci, putain. Dites merci à votre big boss. J'aime mieux ça. J'ai vraiment fait un aller-retour à la plateforme de commandement pour me laver. Écoutez. Alors.
Please select a mission.
Des lumières, même dans la mort. Examiner le laboratoire où une nouvelle épidémie de parasites des cordes vocales a éclaté et trouver le moyen d'identifier les infectés. Le laboratoire a été condamné et le contact est rompu avec les hommes à l'intérieur.
Another outbreak of the vocal cord parasite inside the quarantine platform's laboratory. Several men are dead. It began after we discovered that radiation leak in the facility's research block. I dispatched the security team to seal off the source and move the researchers to the containment block next to it. That's when they discovered the outbreak. I immediately sealed the laboratory and sent a MOP 3 rescue team, but they haven't returned and comms are dead. We have no idea why the parasite has showed up again. I thought we took care of it. I'd like to get any asymptomatic personnel out of there, but we can't tell who's infectious and who's not. We need more information, like how to tell the two apart. Find out what's going on, boss.
C'est parti. Shining Lights, Even in Death, la mission 43.
Boss, let's go over the situation again. We've got another parasite outbreak in the laboratory on the quarantine platform.
What is this?
No idea.
Damn it! Huh? What the? Shit!
We've sealed all the exits to keep it from spreading. No one's getting out. One of the researchers inside managed to isolate the parasite behind the outbreak. He faxed over his findings. Code Talker's analyzing them now.
Why this new outbreak, despite our inoculation? This is still unclear. Introducing the Wolbachia to the infected prevented symptoms during the last epidemic. The parasites lodge in the victim's throat, forming a mating pair. But the Wolbachia turns the male to female. Two females can neither copulate nor lay eggs.
That's why the rescue team went in with more Wolbachia. But the outbreak still isn't under control.
They should not be capable of laying eggs. Yet, we have a new outbreak, and the Wolbachia have no effect. I pray this is not some new strain. If it is,
then someone may have brought it here. If there's a spy running around.
For now, we must focus on discerning the outbreak mechanism. The cases show another alarming new development. It is now even more difficult to tell who is infected. the eggs propagate out of sight.
Probablement le Covid.
No external symptoms. One who appears healthy may be dying on the inside.
What the hell happened in there? Boss, I still can't raise the rescue team I sent in. We know how to proceed if we just knew how to ID the symptoms. Finding that out is part of your job in there. Into the quarantine tent.
Map has been updated.
Bah, vous allez voir. C'est parti.
Hang on, Snake. We've just had a transmission from inside. Here's the audio.
It all makes sense now. I win.
Where's it coming from?
Unknown. It cut off before we could get a fix. It all makes sense. Think he means the parasite? No way to know. But right now, that's all we've got. Hopefully he can tell us something. We'll have to close the tent behind you, boss. Don't think the infection's airborne, but... Find the source of that transmission, boss. Find our man.
You never know.
What is it?
Something sweet. I can smell it even through the mask.
The rescue team reported that too. Said it smelled like ripe fruit.
We cannot allow the infection to spread. If anyone shows symptoms, you must put them out of their misery.
That includes me.
Guess the parasites killed him. Don't touch him. He's covered in blood.
Staff member has died.
Stay back! Stay back!
C'était Jean-Michel Petit.
Was that more of the message? We'll try to clean it up.
You're kidding, right? Analysis complete. Staff member has died.
Another transmission.
The boss will come. Boss, it's you.
He's wearing a mask. He's part of the rescue team. Looks like he's not the one who sent the message. I'd like to hear what he has to say, but you need to keep going. Where did that transmission come from? Boss, locate whoever sent the message. He has to be in there somewhere.
C'est fier le bordel. Un peu, ouais. Jean-Michel.
Analysis complete.
Non, Jean-Michel, non.
Staff member has died.
I have analyzed part of the data that was faxed out. It appears even those who barely spoke became symptomatic. This must be some kind of mutation. Doesn't look like we'll be able to pinpoint that transmission's origin. The signal's too weak. Whoever sent it must still be alive. Keep searching the building.
Staff member has died.
La musique, c'est le thème de Peace Walker. Na, na, na. Na, na, na. Mon Dieu.
Boss, what the hell happened? Christ, you're okay.
What's going on?
I win. I'm no snail. Damn it.
So he sent the transmission. Seems like he had a way of IDing who's symptomatic. But what was he trying to say? Snail. Yes, of course. It all makes sense now.
Ah ouais?
Do not let anyone showing symptoms get outside. As infection progresses, it triggers an overwhelming urge to get out in the open. That's the parasite controlling them. Once outside, the birds will feed on infected bodies, spreading the parasite on land.
Oh putain.
The whole world will be infested.
La ref? Quelle ref?
to shoot, boss. We can't let them outside. Damn it. We can't allow any contagious individuals to leave. That's it. That's good.
You still have those goggles. If you see a glow in someone's throat, that means they are infected. And all you can do is give them a quick death.
He's infected. Kill him, boss. We can't save him now.
Has died.
I'm sorry.
Has died.
Snake! You just killed your own... Emmerich, what the hell? Nobody asked for your opinion. You expect me to just stand by and watch this?
Has died.
The parasite has mutated into something unthinkably disastrous. Anyone infected will become symptomatic, at which point they cannot be saved.
Ouais, bon, ils sont tous infectés, quoi.
Has died. Has died.
Pardon, mec. Oh, leur voix, elle est toute bizarre.
Has died.
You're insane, Snake! He was one of your men!
Has died. Has died.
Don't kill me! You yourself said we're a family! Or was it all lies? Kill me, boss! Kill me!
Has died. Has died.
Please, kill me, boss!
Has died.
Boss, kill the infected. Use those goggles to look at everyone.
Hold me! We're going outside! No, we're dead anyway.
Boss! Boss! Hey! Let's let the boss decide. We live and die by your order, boss. Boss! Shooting your own men! That's not the big boss I knew.
Has died. Has died. Has died. Has died.
Hang on, boss. Is he wearing a mask? He might not be infected. Examine him with those goggles. Carry the rescue team member to the exit. He's the only one not infected.
On a un survivant.
Thank you. Got a survivor. Unlock the door.
Wait. I don't think I made it after all.
What? You just checked him.
Could it have progressed this quickly?
Boss, take another look at him with the goggles.
Oh putain.
He is infected.
I don't believe it.
Maybe it got in through my wounds. They're waiting now. All of them. Do it.
I'm sorry, boss.
Died.
Grosse ambiance. Je vous ai dit que ça allait vous mettre mal. Y a même pas de rang pour celle-là, c'est horrible.
There's nothing we could have done for them. We're all grateful, boss.
It's your fault! They're dead because of you!
What? He's right. I killed him with my own hands.
They were on your side! I'm on your side! And you turned them all to ashes!
They wanted you to shoot.
It was that or be burned alive. Come on. Let's get this over with.
Wait. I won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless sea.
Non! Snake, goûte pas. Dégueulasse.
I will always be with you. Plant your roots in me. I won't see you end as ashes. You're all diamonds.
We're not burying them at sea. What then?
We'll make diamonds from their ashes. Take them into battle with us.
A shining light to our brothers in arms, even in death.
We are diamond dogs.
Ça va? Ça va le moral? Et du coup, regardez son épaule, regardez l'emblème des Diamond Dogs.
I don't know how you do it. All I could do was obsess over revenge, doubting my comrades along the way. But even after all we've accomplished, the phantom pain never let up. If anything, it just got worse. But you understood that from the start, didn't you? From the moment you opened your eyes in that hospital, you knew it wouldn't go away. Yet you've been fighting the pain and confronting your phantoms the whole time. Knowing full well the battle would never end, not till the day you die. I respect that now, more than ever. It's an honor and a privilege, Big Boss.
Et du coup, maintenant, tout le monde a un diamant dans son emblème. Tout le monde.
Well, Doctor, I have the report on the incident at the quarantine facility. Assuming the vocal cord parasite evolved, underwent a mutation. The only plausible explanations are exposure to some high-concentration mutagen, or radiation. As you know, some of the staff at the quarantine facility were infected with the parasites. The Wolbachia prevented them from copulating, but the parasites themselves can't be removed from their host's vocal cords. Once you're infected with Skullface's parting gift, you're stuck with it. The researchers regularly used X-ray equipment to monitor the parasites in their throats. No problem there, they kept a close eye on the radiation doses. But that equipment didn't just give off X-rays.
It was also emitting beta rays, even though that's unnecessary for the scans. See, beta rays have far worse effects on DNA than X-rays, meaning the only logical conclusion is that someone added in a beta ray emitter to trigger a mutation. Those beta rays leaked out from inside the equipment. Because the emitter was retrofitted, the shielding was inadequate. And the person who ordered and inspected the equipment was you, Doctor. That makes you the only person with the opportunity to install that emitter.
So now you're saying I sabotaged medical equipment for some wild plan to make the vocal cord parasite kill everyone?
Or maybe you thought it'd reveal a way to treat the parasite without using the Wolbachia. With that much to barter, I suppose some people would welcome even a pathetic cur like you.
Just stop it!
You'd have no shortage of buyers, but most would be happy with just the parasite. You wouldn't need to offer anything else. However, if that buyer already knew about the parasite, they'd also know that by itself, it's no longer the ultimate bargaining chip it once was. To sell to that buyer, you need to throw in a bonus. A way to one-up it. There's only one buyer who'd be after that.
Emmerich, we record all communications on Mother Base. That includes radio transmissions to and from homemade devices. You've been in frequent contact with people in America. A private biotech company. A client of which is DARPA. And they are connected to Cypher. You made a deal with Cypher. You offered them a new parasite in exchange for your safety. This is the only place in the world where the vocal cord parasite still exists. And you used it as a testing ground. Tried to resurrect their bioweapon. But your plan to obtain the parasite has failed. Your bullshit ends now. And don't think you're leaving here alive.
Petite crotte de Huey.
Please select a mission.
Repartez-vous.
Unit dispatched.
After exposure to the blood of a symptomatic colleague, I found myself making my way up the stairs to this room. And I am not alone. Everyone who's infected, we've all come up here wanting to get outside. I know full well I mustn't leave, given the possibility I'm infected. Yet, I can't contain this urge I feel inside me, like the alcoholic who tries to make any excuse for one more drink. Every step I took up those stairs filled me with this sense of bliss. I still have all my wits about me. It took no time at all to rewire the electronic lock and open the emergency exit. Then, just as I was about to set foot outside, I finally realized what was going on. This desire for freedom is not my own, but that of the vocal cord parasites inside me. They want the ravens to feed on us, pecking us to death. Attracted by these sweet secretions, they have mutated to facilitate this. The sweet smell is powerful enough to attract even a species with such a weak nose. So, before the parasites take complete control, I must. Most of the staff in here are already infected. At least, everyone I've looked at is. Infection with this parasite causes a high fever in the pharynx. I have modified a pair of night vision goggles to react only to this temperature range. With these goggles, you can identify who is infected. Other infected will, like me, feel compelled to make it outside. If the ravens get their meal, they'll head for land next. That cannot be allowed to happen.
The whole idea of the vocal cord parasites was that they'd only copulate once exposed to a specific language over time. But the parasites infecting our men in the laboratory laid their eggs straight away. The larvae were eating their lung tissue almost immediately. What kind of mutation was it?
Those who were infected and cured still carried the vocal cord parasites in their throats. They were still there, but the males had been rendered female by the Wolbachia, and copulation could not occur, so we thought. But it is the Wolbachia that mutated.
Not the parasites?
You remember I told you the Wolbachia attempts to maximize its number of female infected hosts?
Yes, hence the male-to-female transformation.
Precisely. But other Wolbachia strains use different methods. Cytoplasmic incompatibility, killing the males, and parthenogenesis.
Parthenogenesis? Aphids? Aphids use that to reproduce via females only.
Very good. The females lay their eggs without a male present, creating clones of themselves in explosive numbers. Parthenogenesis was originally a means for an organism to take maximum advantage of abundant resources by increasing its numbers. Certain strains of Wolbachia force this to occur, to create more and more infected females.
And that's why our men develop symptoms in the blink of an eye.
Wolbachia, causing parthenogenesis, is common in parasitic wasps. Of course, the Wolbachia I introduced to you men did not have this characteristic, but I believe the mutation, whatever it was, caused it to force parthenogenesis in its host, the vocal cord parasites. The Wolbachia we used to prevent egg laying became the agent of limitless reproduction.
There's something else. The symptomatic infected in the laboratory all wanted to get outside, even knowing there was napalm waiting for them out there. You said the parasites made them act that way, but parasites controlling humans. Is it possible?
Parasites altering the host's behavior is a common occurrence in the world of nature. Long ago, the vocal cord parasites had this ability, but even I never foresaw they might control humans. Until I heard the things your man said.
You mean the researcher on the top floor? The bit about, I'm not a snail?
Yes. Among parasitic worms, there is a genus called Leucochloridium that uses snails as intermediary hosts. As you know, snails prefer dark, gloomy environments. But once parasitized by Leucochloridium, they desire to be in the light. And that is not all. The parasitic worms thrust themselves into the snail's antennae, making them swell to abnormal size. The snail, meanwhile, frantically wiggles its antennae as the parasites squirm inside. The swollen, wriggling antennae soon resemble caterpillars.
I don't get it.
It is so they can be eaten by birds. Leucochloridium needs a bird as its definitive host. To breed, they require their snail host to be snapped up by a predator. So they make the humble snail appear to be a delicious caterpillar and lead it to somewhere in open sight.
So you mean the staff trying to get outside
was so the birds could pick at them. The parasites altered their mental state, making them crave higher places and to be outdoors. I can only surmise that both the Wolbachia and the parasites mutated before the ancestors of the vocal cord parasites infected humans. Their hosts were birds. What we saw in the
C'est qui chante, les
laboratory
oiseaux?
was some throwback to that time. The parasites attempting to make birds their intermediary hosts.
It sounds insane.
A praying mantis that is host to a parasitic hairworm will dive into water and drown itself, just so the hairworm can lay its eggs in water. Rats infected with Toxoplasma gondii lose their instinctive caution and run right up to cats. Just some of the many ways parasites control the host.
But we're humans. Surely our minds are too complex for that.
I thought just the same. Free will is what makes us human, so it never occurred to me that the parasites could be controlling the symptomatic. But the mood, the will of a person can be easily affected by the balance of their cerebral substances. Take the toxoplasma I mentioned. It does infect humans, and it is thought the infected develop a more reckless attitude.
But to think that mutations occurred in both the Wolbachia and its parasite hosts...
Your observation is most apt. Both mutations occurring at once indicates the presence of a powerful mutagen.
I see. Keep working on narrowing down what it was.
Eh ben... Du coup, on a perdu du personnel, là. Hein. Alors
Commencing platform construction. Please specify a project.
Allez. On a perdu Jean-Michel. En vrai, il y en a d'autres, hein, des Jean-Michel. Ne vous inquiétez pas. L'hélicoptère est déjà à fond, c'est bon.
Caution, rain approaching. Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
Ah putain, je pensais qu'il se passerait un truc. Tant pis. Est-ce qu'on a perdu Roaring Python? Je sais pas. Est-ce que vous voulez que je vous emmène voir la plateforme zoologique? Bon, elle va pas être très peuplée, mais au moins il y aura quelques trucs. Hihi, hihihi.
Please landing zone.
Roger.
Boss.
This is a Pequot. On station at LZ.
Du coup...
Train with me, boss.
Analysis complete.
Ah, ça m'apparaît pas. Mais quand on les joue, en tout cas, ils ont le symbole.
Landing zone confirmed.
On va aller voir les petits animaux. On va commencer par cette plateforme là. C'est dommage, j'ai pas chopé de zèbre. Zone des herbivores 1. Alors, qu'est-ce que nous avons? Bon, là normalement c'est les zèbres. Là on a les moutons, les brebis, les chèvres, le machin. Là on a les ânes. Je peux aller les voir. Hein. Coucou. Coucou. Ils ont pas peur, ils sont tranquilles. Ils sont pépouses. Ils vont bien. Ensuite, nous avons donc la zone des oiseaux. C'est un zoo en fait. Bah oui et non, c'est un truc de préservation. Parce que c'est le truc, c'est que c'est des animaux qui sont... on les extrait des champs de bataille en fait. Parce qu'ils sont en danger. Attendez, je vais essayer de monter. Elle est où l'échelle? Y'a pas d'échelle? Ah si. Can you pet the animals? Non, on peut pas. On peut pet que 10 dogs. Ah mais c'est pour aller sur le toit! Je veux pas aller sur le toit, moi! Bon, en tout cas, vous voyez. Ils volent tous, ils vont bien. Oh putain, elle était là, l'échelle. Ensuite... la zone des herbivores 2... qui est complètement vide. Bon. J'ai vraiment pas beaucoup fait la quête des animaux dans cette partie. Et du coup là-bas c'est la zone des carnivores, là je sais qu'il y en aura. Ne serait-ce que des loups et des ours. Ouais, là ils sont dans des enclos fermés quand même. Là, vous avez les ours, vous avez les lycaons. Ah non c'est des chiens, c'est des loups. Les lycaons ils sont là. Et ici on n'a pas encore. Voilà.
Please select a landing zone confirmed.
C'est la plateforme de préservation des animaux. J'espère que ça vous a plu. J'aimerais bien déclencher un dernier event pour aujourd'hui. Comme ça, je pourrais vous dire officiellement qu'on finit le jeu la prochaine fois. Mais c'est seulement si j'arrive à le débloquer là. Et on touche au but, hein. On a presque terminé.
Please select a mission. Please select heading to Afghanistan.
Je pense que si je fais une mission secondaire, ça va déclencher l'event. Du moment que je rentre à la maison après.
Please select a deployment point. Buddy has infiltrated our map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Pas ouf, mais j'ai plein de place.
He's coming too. Roger that.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Non, en vrai, on avait déjà énormément de place avant.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Ouais, salut. Non, on a pas loin de 400 places partout. Et on les remplit pas du tout.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Vas-y, on va faire ça.
Marker placed.
Faut que je parte par là. Il veut pas s'arrêter le tank. Bon. Soutien coéquipier, reco.
Please select a deployment point.
J'avais dit où? J'avais dit là. Si, j'ai fait un prank, j'ai éteint la lumière. Ah putain, ils ont des lunettes à vision nocturne. Il y a une Jeep normalement qui est garée pas loin. Ah, peut-être plus loin là-bas. Ouais, elle est là. Elle est là. Big Boss égale le plaisantin. C'est tout à fait réel. Oh, j'ai une autre idée, tiens. Ah merde. Vas-y, oublie-moi. Let's go.
Please select a delivery point.
Non, je l'ai pas débloqué. Putain.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Clouds approaching. Il y a des blindés en bas. Faut que je fasse attention. Parce
que ma petite Jeep, elle pourra rien faire contre eux.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Ah! Arrête de gesticuler, putain! On cherche pas ici déjà? Un prisonnier. Par contre, Quiet, j'aimerais bien que tu viennes.
Please select a deployment point.
Alors la raison pour laquelle il me voit très facilement, c'est parce que j'ai un camouflage très mauvais. Mais c'est mon camouflage préféré.
He's coming too. Roger that.
C'est celui qui fait un très beau cul à Big Boss. Oh putain. Eh ben, j'ai bien fait de m'occuper du conteneur.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. That's the target. You gotta extract him.
Oh, t'abuses.
Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Il est où le point de livraison?
You gotta extract him.
Il est où le putain de point de livraison? Y'en a pas? Il est là. Voilà. Et maintenant on se casse. Allez, cassos!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Side ops list updated. Please select a mission.
Bon, si je vais à la Mother Base là, il va y avoir l'event. Allez. Allez, s'il vous plaît. Putain. Et ben tant pis les amis, ce sera pour la prochaine fois. L'event c'est Z9 qui s'enfuit. Comment tu le sais, putain? Non mais c'est trop bizarre que ça se déclenche pas. Je comprends pas, j'ai fait vraiment tout ce qu'il faut normalement.
Please specify a project.
Reviens.
That's enough. This isn't the time to be lost.
Les Z9 qui en fait est pas vraiment mort du coup. Peut-être. Personne n'est réellement mort dans ce jeu. Dans cette saga même. Bon, du coup, ça risque d'être un petit peu serré pour finir le jeu lundi. Si ça prend pas un, ça prendra 2 streams. D'ailleurs, c'est lui qu'on joue, on te fait croire Snake a perdu son bras, mais en fait c'est Z9 qui se fait passer pour Big Boss. T'as vraiment un truc avec... en fait on joue pas Big Boss toi. Hein. Tu en parles à chaque fois. C'était pas le même bras en plus. Z9 c'était sa main droite. C'est pour ça il fume plus. Z9 explique qu'il a arrêté de fumer au début de Peace Walker. Ah, mais Z9 c'était sa main droite qui lui manquait. Et Z9 il parle russe, vu qu'il est russe. Alors que là Snake il parle pas russe. Il a oublié le russe. Bon. Mes tout petits amis, merci d'avoir suivi cette VOD, j'espère qu'elle vous a plu. J'espère que vous n'avez pas trop pleuré. On se retrouve très bientôt pour normalement la fin du jeu, ou presque. Si vous avez aimé la vidéo, aimez la vidéo. Si vous avez aimé la vidéo, laissez un commentaire sous la vidéo. Et si vous avez aimé la vidéo, abonnez-vous à la vidéaste, ça mange pas de pain. Et on se voit à la prochaine vidéo, salut.